The name NAVCHETNA was given by the ministry. A new consciousness on life skills and drug education for school children. So it's got two components. It's got a life skills component and it's got a drug education component. Anjuman has already touched upon this 2013 study. That was one of the things that gave us the impetus to really go ahead with it. The two studies she's already mentioned, 2013 and 2019. Why did we actually want to design a program? Because as we already know, the scale of drug use is huge, and there was no structured program which was conducted in schools. All the NGOs or other agencies were doing some kind of awareness, but it was all, maybe doing it once a year and nothing structured. And so everyone was doing it in just their own ways, without science and without evidence-based intervention. So that's how we started to actually experiment and created a pilot. So our target audience, as you can see, is 6th, 7th, 8th is one level. The other is 9th, 10th and 11th. We have left out consciously the 12th standard children because they are into boards and all. What are the components of NAVCHETNA? We have training manuals for two levels, 6 to 8, and the other is for 9 to 11th. And they have at the moment been developed in English and Hindi. And down the line, there is an effort to get it translated into regional languages once the SCRTs, that is the state level bodies, the education from the education ministry pick it up, and they will be held, they will be responsible for translating and then distributing to the teachers. Also, we've created videos on these modules. These are all 1 hour modules each, and we've also created, these are like a supportive tool for the teachers. At the moment, again, English and Hindi we have created. And finally, maybe, we have already submitted them to the NCERT people, and with some changes, it may get uploaded into Diksha, or it may just be like that, 1 hour each. As you can see, there's a collaboration between Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment and Ministry of Education, because the topic belongs to MSJE, but it's going to go into schools which is under the Ministry of Education. So that's actually a collaborative effect. Training has been envisaged at 2 levels for the personnel belonging to the Ministry of Education and Ministry of Social Justice. So what we have done at the moment is actually covered the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment people. We have trained SLCA members, which is state level coordination agencies, and there are certain independent trainers who were identified at each level in the states, and they have also been trained. We are still awaiting the Ministry of Education to respond. They are in the process, and since it's a government thing, it takes a long time. And now with the examination season, we have not really rolled out, but that is how it has been envisaged. We'll have master trainers at state level who will then train teachers or diet professors at the district level, who will then go to the school level and do the training. What are the components? I'll just like to, the syllabus. For example, the first one is for 6th, 7th and 8th. There are 3 modules. Duration is all 60 minutes because children don't have more attention capacity than that. So the first is on health and nutrition. The other one is recognizing risks and safe and unsafe touch, recognizing and how to deal with it, and basic drug information. Like Anju ma'am had already pointed out, alcohol, tobacco and inhalants. That is in the first one. Then we have managing peer pressure, since that plays a very important role in instigating or initiation of drugs. How to manage emotions, especially anger, sadness and all those things. We saw violence, especially sexual violence is quite prevalent, physical and sexual violence. So how to actually recognize and handle, report violence. Then we have the drug education part 1, which is a repeat from the first one, because children who have already crossed 8th, they need to have the initial information, so that is repeated. And the second one is we have covered many more drugs in that, substances. And there's one only for the parents. Because while we were doing the pilot, we realized that some of the parents also wanted to be educated. They wanted to know how to handle, how to talk to the children if they've initiated or are vulnerable to initiation. So we have also kept, this is a little longer, this is about 1.5 hours, which is 90 minutes. All the others are for 1 hour only. So this is how the books look like. One is in light blue color, the other is in peach color. they were launched on 31st of July at Chandigarh by Shri Amit Shah. So we're still waiting for the Education Ministry to start rolling out. We are all ready. We have done our bit. We have done the trainings with MSJE personnel, but teachers are still, we are waiting for them to respond. Thank you so much.